Good morning, friends. Welcome back to another video. So last weekend, I was gonna say last week, but last weekend my cousin and my brother were in town and we went up to Sedona on Saturday, just did a little tiny bit of exploring. And since it's so close, I was like, I should probably go back next weekend and start like just checking places off in Sedona. So last weekend we hit Chapel of the Holy Cross, which is one of the vortexes in Sedona. I'm gonna play some clips for you guys here from last weekend. Chapel of the Holy Cross in Sedona is probably the easiest hike you can do. It's not really a hike. You just go up these set of stairs, take a turn, and you're really there. And I would say this one is pet friendly. Cathedral Rock was definitely not pet friendly. If you're looking to bring your dog to one of the hikes, quote unquote hike, because it's not really a hike, I would definitely say this one's a pet friendly one. Check it out when you're in town, even if you're just driving by. It was pretty cold last weekend. I just underestimated how cold it was going to be, so I didn't prepare and I didn't take like a sweater or anything like that. I was so cold. So for today, I am taking a sweater just in case, because I think it's supposed to be around 75 to 80 here in Phoenix, but up there it might be like 70. For today's adventure, we are gonna go up to Cathedral Rock. It's about, from what I read online, about 1.5 miles in and out. So I'm hoping it doesn't take us too long to complete. I was gonna go up by myself, but Nia decided to join me this morning. I'm so excited just because I feel like we haven't explored Phoenix and the areas around it as much. We just kind of been like trying to really make a routine and trying to really like stabilize ourselves. So I'm just excited to start exploring. So without further ado, let's get on the road and head up to Sedona. Let's explore another vortex and just check out beautiful Sedona. So when you guys are looking for Cathedral Rock Trail, just go ahead and put Cathedral Rock Trail in your maps, and this one will pop up with the number 170, and this will take you to the parking lot for Cathedral Rock. I live out in Glendale, and for me it was 1 hour and 45 minutes. That's about the same time that we hit last weekend when we went. If you're on the east side, like Scottsdale, more North Scottsdale, you're probably hitting around the same time. But if you're commuting from anywhere from Tempe, Mesa, and down south, I would say it's probably going to take you closer to 2 hours to maybe 2.5 hours to get up to Sedona. So we finally made it, but bad news is that the parking lot at Cathedral Rock was closed. So it told us to go up north to get a shuttle, and we went up north, but the parking lot was full. So we had to come down south. I don't even know, I can't even pronounce where we parked, but I'll put it right here for you guys. We ended up parking here, and we're gonna figure it out and get to Cathedral Rock from here. I think we just have to go through different trails instead of just going directly. So we started our hike. Let's see how long it takes us to get there from here. This is the first section where you park. Okay, up there's where you get your parking pass. Well, to get to Cathedral Rock, you have to go through this trail. We literally did a whole loop right now. So you want to go up, your first trail will be Hermit to Templeton. That's the second one, Templeton. And we will meet at Cathedral. Okay, so I explain in the upcoming videos where we go through, but to make it easy for you guys. So from Yavapai Point, where it says you are here, that's where we started. We went up Hermit Trail, and then we cut into Easy Breezy Trail. And then from there, it led us to meet up with Templeton Trail, and then Templeton Trail will leave you at Cathedral Rock. We did get lost a couple times, so I just recommend following this trail. We made it to our next sign. So we are heading to here is where we went too far and got lost, so we should have really gone up Easy Breeze. So from here, because we got lost, we're gonna go up Easy Breezy, which will take us from here to Easy Breezy and back to Templeton and Cathedral. Alrighty, we have made it to another sign, Easy Breezy, which is the one we're on. And then there's Templeton, which is this way, and there's another sign. Oh my god, I think we must be on the right path. Okay, we pulled out our compass. From here, it's gonna be to the right. So west is to the right, that way. That way is east. We're here right now. I'm gonna go west. Yeah. Templeton has some beautiful views of Cathedral Rock. I think that the hike was definitely worth it. It was a little long, but the views were so amazing. How are you feeling, Nia?
I'm good. I'm feeling very impressed with myself.
Yeah, I agree.
That we can do this.
Yeah. Just finished the hike. We actually didn't go all the way up because it was a beast and we had already done so much. I feel like if we wouldn't have gone through the other trails, we would have totally made it to the top. But lots of lessons learned. So do's, I would say definitely bring hiking shoes. I feel like just in general, if you're someone that's starting to hike, you should wear hiking shoes. I have the boot ones, and because of my Achilles rupture that I had, I feel like the boot ones support me so much more than not having support around the ankles. So, and then when you're on this one, on the Cathedral Rock Trail, when you're going up, it's really slippery, and you know hiking shoes have that grip. So wear hiking shoes, like no matter what, just wear hiking shoes if you're coming to Sedona to do any of the trails. Another thing is, at least for us, because we don't hike all the time, it was a little like intense to do the hike that we did and then still hike to the very top. So I would say park at Cathedral Park. If you can't, definitely get on a shuttle that'll bring you to it, like if the parking is closed for whatever reason, because it can be really intense. Do you remember what time we started hiking at? I think we started hiking like 12:45, 1, and it's 4:19. I don't know if you guys can see, but right now it's 4:19, and would we have gone to the top, we would have still been up there. Like we would probably still have been hiking up there, and I think we probably would have left like around 6 if we're. Oh shit, yeah, so it was like 12:45, 1 that we like started hiking. So definitely if like if the parking is closed from Cathedral Rock, park somewhere where you can get a shuttle. I'll put the link right here. You can check the shuttle. We should have done that. But those are like my 2 pieces of advice. Also, don't carry anything super heavy because you will sweat. Like, it's mid-April and we're sweating. We were talking about how we don't think we're gonna be able to do any of this stuff like once June hits, because it's gonna be so freaking hot. So those are my couple pieces of advice. I did see a couple people that were kind of like dressed more to like to take pictures and like to take, I don't know, maybe like Instagram pictures and stuff, but you're going to break a sweat. Like, there are certain points when you're hiking up that you don't have to go all the way up and you get some pretty nice views. But I don't know, I saw people like holding their tripods and stuff, and I was just like, I felt bad because I was like, dang, imagine carrying all that stuff and having to hike up. Bring a little backpack at least for your stuff. Bring water, bring lots of water. We brought oranges just to snack on because it was kind of intense. So I would say it's not for beginners. I don't think the hike is for beginners. At least the trails that we did were definitely not for beginners. This one I think is doable again, but you have to park at the Cathedral parking spot or closer because it can be really intense. I think that's really it. I would say maybe also expect to spend a full day here. I feel like I was like, oh, we'll be there in 2 hours. We'll hike for 2 hours and we'll be back in 2 hours. But there was traffic on the way up. There was construction and an accident, which made us get here an hour later. And then us just getting lost because the parking lot was closed also sucked, and it delayed us even more. But we did get some beautiful views at one of the trails, the one that we did that comes behind the rock. That one does have really nice views if you guys are interested in doing that one. Well, we're waiting for our Uber because there's no way in hell we're gonna walk back to where we parked. And then we're just gonna grab some food and then head back home. JK, there was no fucking Uber, no fucking Lyft. So we walked our asses from Little Rock to this viewpoint or this parking, and it was fucking intense. Oh my god. I feel like I look dirty. But yeah, we're just gonna get some Mickey D's to go and go back home because it's already 5. My girlies are by themselves.